What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about Cole Perfetti. This is going to be a Cole Perfetti appreciation video, so if you're a Cole Perfetti truther like I am, very exciting stuff for you. Perfetti's been on a tear this season. Last year we kind of saw him broke out, end of the year, kind of lost his spot in the top 6, ended up being scratched for the beginning of the playoffs, got in there the last game of the playoffs, but was not a regular on the team. This year, he used that as some fuel for sure. Came out the gate pretty hot, went through a little bit of a slump early on in the season, but around mid-season mark he said that, he needs to be a little bit more of a pest, he needs to be a little bit more of a prick to play against, his words, and he's definitely been that. 15 points in his last 17 games playing in the top 6. At one time, Nick Ehlers and Cole Perfetti didn't look like they were the greatest fit on the line, right? It was kind of Nemesnikov and Ehlers finding the chemistry for the first half of the season. Now it really feels like Ehlers and Perfetti have, a real connection going here. And it's largely due to Perfetti just improving on the skills that already make him, a really fun player. He's got that elite vision. He's been setting up Nick Ehlers. He's been setting up Vlad Nemesnikov for those chances, which have, been increasing his point total. Obviously, his skating, not really a strength of Perfetti's. He's probably one of the worst skaters in the NHL, but over even the last 20 games or so, you can see noticeable improvement. There are times where he's putting the shoulder down and he's beating out defensemen with his feet. We haven't seen that from Cole Perfetti before. That is really impressive. So, if his skating's improving, his vision is only getting better, and he's just becoming more of a weapon, creating space for himself and his teammates, he is a top 6 guy for sure now. Coming into the year, there was still a little bit of question marks around Cole Perfetti, because of how last year ended for him, how last year went, but I don't think there's any questions right now about him. He is for real. We're sitting here talking about Perfetti's offense. We got to talk about his defense a little bit too. Just a guy that always seems like he's in the right place at the right time, never really, out of position. Despite his skating, he's just a really smart player. He knows where to be, and, you don't often catch Cole out of position. And ever since, saying, hey, I want to be harder to play against, you've seen him go into those, dirty areas a little bit more. You've seen him going after pucks and puck battles a little bit more, and it's been noticeable. He's just playing a true 200-foot game. I sound like Kevin Sawyer right now, like I'm not trying to, be that guy, but, definitely is a great player on both ends of the ice, and, the defense was always solid, but now with the offense coming together and, being, more consistently effective in that area, he's just becoming way more noticeable. And this has come at an amazing time because the Jets' first line has not been so great since coming back from the Four Nations face-off break. That 2 weeks off, they've kind of cooled off a little bit. They will score again, I am sure. But, if you're looking to shake things up a little bit, if you're looking to pull out the line blender if need be in the future, say you're down a couple of goals in the third period, I think Cole Perfetti deserves a first-line shot with a Mark Scheifele and a Kyle Connor. I don't see why not. Maybe with, Gabe Vilardi and Mark Scheifele. I don't know. Any way you want to blend it up there is fine with me. But, if they're going to be candidates to maybe get a promotion here in crunch time, if you want to see what different line combos might look like heading into the playoffs, I think Cole Perfetti definitely deserves a shot. Imagine him and Mark Scheifele together consistently. I think that could be a lot of fun. Now, I know we're very focused on the now, as obviously the Jets are, one of the top teams in the NHL, and, they're going for this playoff run and everything, but I do kind of have to wonder with this, next step taken in Cole Perfetti's development, if that opens the door for him to get a shot at playing center again. Obviously, the Jets did not acquire a second-line center in, at the trade deadline. I made my opinions about that pretty clear. But without doing that, next season, I do kind of wonder if they try him at the 2C slot with how much he's progressed, his foot speed, his offensive impact, just overall, power that he has now as a player, and, a very efficient two-way game. I wonder if they give him a chance at the center position again behind Mark Scheifele next season. You definitely got to wonder what the Jets' plan is at 2C. Obviously, they were trying to acquire Brock Nelson. Didn't end up happening. Vlad Nemesnikov is filled in fine. But if they do want to change that up next year, I do wonder if Cole is one of those candidates to fill in-house. Because, with this progression in his game, I really don't see why not. He was a natural center when he was drafted, and I think that he could be pretty good. I know he's smaller, but realistically, what are your other options, right? So if the Jets feel like maybe they want to change at the 2C position, I do wonder about Cole Perfetti. This last offseason, I was really hoping that Perfetti would be getting that, that big contract, that big long-term extension, maybe around the $8 million mark. It would look incredible now with the cap going up as much as it did. But he signed a 2-year deal, $3.25 million per season this year and next year. Next year, that contract's going to look really nice. This year, it's looking really nice. But when that contract is up, Cole is going to be paid if he continues to do what he's doing right now. And, the Jets are going to have to pony up here, pay the man, so, among others on this team. So we'll see how the future looks for the Jets, but I do think that Cole Perfetti, as long as he does want to be here, I do think he does, I really don't see them having a problem paying him. So see what the future brings, but Cole Perfetti will be a very rich man one day. But in conclusion, Perfetti is having a fantastic season. Last year didn't end the way that he wanted to, got pretty much taken out of the lineup despite having some pretty decent numbers. Used that as fuel this year and turned himself into a true impact top sixer. Great two-way forward, has already passed his career high in points with still many to go, still over 15 games to go. So, 50-point guy, mid-50s point guy probably this year. Pretty cool to see Cole Perfetti developing right in front of our eyes. And the crazy part is, and I don't think I've mentioned it in this video, he's just 23 years old. So sky's the limit for Cole. I think he's going to have, a really great career. And, come playoff time, Jets are going to need Cole to ball out. But that's really all I got today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a comment down below. What do you guys think about Cole this season? What's the biggest area that he's improved? I want to hear it down below. Do you think he can fit at center next season? Let me know. But yeah, leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Go Jets go. Bye bye.